I've been farming at Kirsop farm for about 20 years with my wife Janine. Farming for me, and I'll speak for Janine a little bit, it's an opportunity to do good work that feels important and is appreciated by our community. And it's an opportunity to work together, and it definitely puts a challenge on any relationship, but I think it's definitely part of the glue for us too. We all eat every day, so what better way to be of use than to grow good food, best way we know how.
It's just such a special relationship you have with a place when you eat the food that is from that place. As a shopper, when you go down to the farmer's market, it's such a feast, you know, for the eyes and the senses to see all of the beautiful colors and to see the textures. But we're kind of spoiled because if all you do is go to the market, you don't really realize how hard it is to farm.
Most of the land that we farm in Tumwater is zoned medium density residential. Even though it's got 30, 40 plus years in organic vegetable production, it's out of reach in the long term for us or really any other farmer. Aside from the small piece that we own with the house on it, most of the land we farm is precarious, and it's really only a matter of time. There's really not been much question about that. Farming doesn't fit very well with that kind of we could lose at any time situation.
When I started going to the farmer's market, I started to really just notice who all the local farms were and just try to talk to them a little bit, the farmers a little bit, and hear a little bit about their story. So Kirsop certainly stood out. And then when I heard that they did not have a long-term sort of security on the land that they've been farming, it's just heartbreaking. The farmers and their whole crew, everybody who makes a farm happen, who've put so much into feeding the community for this many years, and that they could just lose that overnight. It was just really deeply disturbing.
Someone from the land trust called us and said, "You've got to see this farm." And so we came and saw it, and we fell in love. We started out with vegetables and have more recently started to diversify with animals, with the pastured chickens and pigs, and now growing more and more of their feed, the grain. One thing that the opportunity to farm here at Scatter Creek has let us do is not have to worry about where will we farm in the future. We can just start getting down to doing it and fleshing out our dream.
You don't realize the pressure that the farmers are under. So I think that's part of the importance of the Farmland Trust, is really helping, us as eaters understand that and understand our role in it and how we can help to change that.
So one of the extra wonderful things about this property is that we bought some of the buildings, and one of the buildings we were able to buy was the milking parlor. And the milking parlor, having drainage and water and power, had the potential to be developed into a WSDA licensed poultry processing facility, which is a pretty important piece for developing our poultry operation. We've been operating under a permit, but there are lots of restrictions. We kind of had it on the 5-year plan to save up and start putting the pieces together in the parlor to convert it to this new use that our friends Liza and Marianne down the road here at August Farm have been raising pastured poultry in a very similar manner, and they were at a similar place. Together, because we've been pooling our resources and each came with sort of some different skills and money and equipment already, I think we've been able to piece it together in not just a quicker way, but better than it would have been.
The Farmland Trust plays such an important role because there really has to be somebody out there who's figuring out which properties that have really good agricultural soils are at risk of development, and how to save those and really keep them in the hands of farmers.
The land is owned by the Farmland Trust and is guaranteed it will be farmed in perpetuity by us in this case as long as we can, and then for sure by someone else after that. And so the community can rest assured that this piece of property and others that are controlled by the Farmland Trust will be producing food for the community forever.